All right, continuing on with the chemistry topic 1. It says emissions can react. Emissions from combustion reactions react with water to form acid rain. Most of these emissions are anthropogenic, which means that they're coming from human activities. So a lot of the emissions that we have, a lot of combustion reactions, well, 99% of them are, I guess, human created. So humans are burning things. Some of the other things that could cause combustion reactions to emit emissions are like volcanic eruptions, forest fires, but majority of these are human activity related. Rain is naturally acidic because of the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, and this is naturally in the atmosphere. We just create more of it as humans. The acid rain occurs when precipitation has a lower than normal pH. And if you guys remember back to when we talked about the pH scale in the past, we've got our scale 0 on this side, 14 over here, and 7 in the middle. Well, our acid rain is landing somewhere on the line over here. So we want it to be, closer to that 7 mark, but with the emissions that we put into the atmosphere, it's bringing it over farther and farther to the left. The following table shows various oxides that we have discussed that react with water to form acids. So if we look at this table, and you can find this in your textbook, but the oxides of carbon, nitrogen, and sulfur that we have. So the ones that are created due to due to carbon emissions are carbon dioxide emissions plus water. So there's water in the atmosphere is what it's saying. We always have water floating in the air, water vapor, all the water's evaporating, and it joins with carbon dioxide that we release from burning fossil fuels. That could be starting our car, heating our house. And what that creates is something pretty terrible, which is this, and it is carbonic acid. So if you remember back to Science 10 when we named acids, this is carbonic acid. If we look at our sulfurs, the sulfur dioxide that we release due to burning of fossil fuels and water can create this, which is sulfurous acid. Oops. I'm just going to erase that. So this one right there, that is sulfurous. And then if we go down here, sulfur trioxide is mixed with oxygen, creating sulfur trioxide. I guess it's sulfur dioxide, makes sulfur trioxide. And then with water in the atmosphere, makes sulfuric acid. And you have all heard of sulfuric acid before. All right. So then the next one, oxides of nitrogen. We've got our NO, or nitrogen monoxide. With oxygen, we'll create NO2. And then NO2 with water can create a couple different acids, NO3 and NO2, or HNO3 and HNO2. And that's nitrous acid and nitric. Oops. Okay, so that's what these are. All right, so what this is trying to show you is that when we release these sort of fuels, we burn them, the gases and the pollutants that are released, they can mix with water in the air and they create acid. Then that acid will eventually rain down on us, and that's why we have acid rain. Why is acid rain bad? Well, it can affect the animals, it can affect anything that's going to be in that ecosystem. So definitely all the animals, things that live in water, that need water, they're going to be living in that more acidic environment. They would either have to adapt or die, as well as humans for sure. We have to change our water filtration and stuff like that. And then also plants. Plants, super, super important, because those things are going to have to either adapt to the more acidic soil or, again, die. And we need plants. Remember, that's the base of all the energy in the ecosystem, so we need those plants to support all other life. So that's everything for that part.